Hey, what's up, Vestas? I know this is not your normal Tony Talks vested up, but hey, I had some special requests come in for all the Vestas that work late. Hey, that may be on the road going to a particular cruise destination, so make sure you stay safe. Hey, I'm gonna get you in and get you out. I'm only gonna be in here about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So if you're driving, just make sure you tune in. Make sure you go ahead and check your audio. Don't try to text, don't try to comment. Now, if you can comment, go ahead and make sure you drop that comment. But if not, just go ahead, just tune in. Go ahead and get some of this positivity. Hey, I walked outside in Georgia this morning and it is cool and brisk. I don't know what's going on with the weather in Georgia, but before I begin, but I love it. I will say I love it. Remind me of my military days. You get that fresh air, you open up those lungs, you just get that good, pure air. And guess what, y'all? I'm finna steal some of this fresh airways on YouTube because it's quiet this morning. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I got a few Vestas in the room. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Good morning, Wino. Good morning. I already came in here and I said, good morning. What's up? All right, Meter Lee, what's going on with you? Hey, thank you for chiming in early. Tony Talks vested up morning voice. You hear what I'm saying? But I just wanted to go ahead and just, like I said, steal some fresh, positive airways on YouTube in the morning before all the crazy people get on the airways and start messing with the narratives and just pushing out hate and negativity. I just want to come in and lay the groundwork for positivity this morning, okay? What's going on, Lady E? Hey, I dropped some nuggets under your videos. I'm gonna get with you, but make sure you go back and check those comments, okay? I see what's going on. So, hey, I said I'm not gonna keep you long. I'm gonna keep my promise because I know y'all up getting dressed. Y'all gotta get to work. You gotta be on time. You gotta get them kids in, out of that bed, on that bus. So I'm gonna go straight to it, okay? So I got some questions, right? So hey, this right here, going in today, you know the media is gonna be crazy, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion on what I think about the NFL draft. For people start tearing everybody up, Andrew Berry, all them other people, This my take, okay? Somebody got to speak that positive. Somebody got to speak positive, right? And with common sense, okay? So this is what I wrote down last night, right? When I decided to go 5 at 5 on live AM, okay? These some of the thoughts that came to my mind because before this time last year, I didn't know nothing about the Cleveland Browns, and I'm pretty sure you was in the same boat. We didn't know nothing about the Cleveland Browns, but this is what. Oh, what's up? Blind Beauty, big time. Okay, I got some Vestas. Okay. And I know some of the Vestas driving, so don't drive. Just listen. Just tune in. Okay. Now, this is my honest opinion. Now, you know me by now. I will come in. If anything happened, I will definitely give you my true assessment. And I would say, okay, Tony Talks What's Up was wrong. But as of now, on today, what's this, the 27th of April? This is my thoughts, okay? Now, some of the questions is, how did we get here? Now, everybody is saying that the Cleveland Brown, right, draft was excellent. If you go under the Cleveland Brown homepage, YouTube, the comments are flooding, giving Andrew Berry so many accolades. Let me tell you one thing. There's so much positivity regarding Andrew Berry this year here. I barely saw any of the trolls and negativity comments. Maybe one or two. Shockingly, maybe one or two. But it was so many people that is giving Andrew Berry so many accolades. I remember somebody said, what did somebody say to me when it's growing up? I could do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Now, I don't know if Andrew Berry is a Christian man, but I know that the Sanders family definitely are, and the daughters. So I'm going to say it again. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Early this morning. How did we get here, Vestas? How do you get here now? I'm not going to say nothing loud. I'm not going to say nothing crazy to make you drop your toothbrush or your hair comb this morning. But it's something that we need to really consider. How did we get here? We didn't know nothing about the Cleveland Browns last year. Now, this time last year, the only thing that we know that Shedeur Sanders got railroaded this time last year. Collusion. We was confused. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what happened. Whoa. Was this real? What's going on? This time last year, it was crazy. I remember laying in the same bed that I just got up of and said, what happened? But guess what, y'all? We don't have to worry about that no more. We would never forget. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to forget what happened, because you never know. Hey, you always say the devil what? Only got a new trick. So whatever the old folks used to say, right? But you always still got to be careful. So we still going to be watching what's going on in the Cleveland Browns leadership, their office, front office, and even in the locker room, okay? And speaking of that locker room, they must have did some renovation, y'all, because that locker room is looking excellent. Ooh, I'm going to stay on topic. Yep, I'm up getting dressed for work. Okay. That's my favorite scripture. Okay. Yes, he did. Now, this is how we got here, because of collusion. And I'm going to make it, I'm going to go straight to it. Okay, 6 minutes. So, hey, that's how we got here, y'all. Collusion. So many people have developed these communities, these podcasts, these YouTube channels, because of the collusion that happened against Shedeur Sanders. And not just because Shedeur Sanders. Look at how we are coming out speaking for anybody that has been wronged by the NFL before draft or after draft. And Rueben Bains, hold your head up, young man. I know you dropped out of the top 10, but guess what? It all worked out for you, okay? So that's how we got here. That's how we got here with the collusion. Now, my image of Andrew Berry this time last year, because I really didn't know who Andrew Berry was. I didn't even know the man existed. But it was until, I'm going to say, rookie money camp, OTAs or whatever. And why am I bringing this up at 5:45 in the morning? Because life lessons, so many life lessons have dropped out of this situation. If you just sit back and listen and analyze everything, so many life lessons have come out of this. If you just sit back and look, wow. Just sit back and look and wonder. Even Shedeur Sanders is probably looking back and saying, how did I get over? Listen, let me tell you one thing. So Andrew Berry last year, he was a stranger to me. I disliked the man. I was believing the hype. I said, why would this brother do this to this young black man? Why? Really? Oh, the NFL. It's just like the same. Y'all know what I'm talking about in the workplace, right? One of our owns destroying one of our owns. But guess what? Piece by piece, I mean literally piece by piece, started falling. And we started seeing, hold on, especially when I'm going to say he, because even though he was, I'm going to say 2 or 3 on the totem pole, he, being a general manager, still had the power to start pulling pieces from here and here, even though Paul DePodosta was over him. And trust me, y'all, everybody in the comments is saying, this is what the power looks like. It was Paul DePodosta in the background. It was Kevin Stefanski in the background, because, hey, Andrew Berry did this 2 years in a row. They said, oh, no, that was Paul DePodosta. Cleveland itself is probably rupturing from the inside, because all this time they thought it was Andrew Berry, y'all. They thought it was Andrew Berry. And who knows, we're not going to give him a clean slate right now because we haven't seen anything. But based off this draft here and what he's done for the organization, I can say as of today, as I said, as of the 27th of April, Andrew Berry, I feel like Andrew Berry carries the Cleveland Browns in his heart for some reason. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's dropped in my spirit. I think he really cares deeper than what people gave him credit for regarding the Cleveland Browns. Now, yeah, I'm still looking for him to pick up that phone to call Shilo Sanders if Shilo Sanders want that. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, after the draft, Spencer Fano brother, Spencer Fano, yes, the first round pick, number 9, Spencer Fano, that left tackle that was chosen to select Shedeur Sanders. His brother did not get drafted. So immediately after the draft was over, Spencer Fano's brother is joining him on the Cleveland Browns as an undrafted free agent. Okay. All right. So you know what we're expecting if Shilo Sanders wants it. Now, I don't know why he wouldn't get a call from anybody around this time, but I will be talking about more of this in tonight's show. I'm still coming back at 7:45, but Andrew Berry is getting very good remarks. And Paul DePodosta, they eating him up in the comments. Now, my next question that I want to bring up, right? What is his public image and perception and reputation after this draft? Everybody is giving him his due. So Andrew Berry, whatever you're doing, make sure you stay on this track here. Stay on this track here for Shedeur Sanders and for all of these young men. Because as I stated, I watched all of the reactions from all of the players that was chosen in the first round, 6th round, and 7th round. They did a collage. The Cleveland Browns did like a video of all the players' reaction. Even Taylen Green, even the last player that was picked up in the 7th round, 248 pick. All of them are excited. So, hey, Andrew Berry, you have a lot of young men's livelihoods. How could I say it? I want to put the right word with it. But you actually have their livelihoods and careers in their hand. Please don't let none of these young men down. Trust me. Please don't let any of these young men down. Now it is early, y'all. I'm still trying to find my words. It is 5 before 6 o'clock, okay? But you understand what I'm trying to say. But Andrew Berry, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You are getting your praises. Keep doing what you're doing. But just know we will continue to watch your actions in Cleveland Browns. Now, let's see here. What you say? I will forgive, but I won't forget what. Right. You're right. We will never forget. You know why? That'll be the worst thing that we did as a community. Forget what happened to Shedeur Sanders. That means that we have turned a blind eye to it, and we won't recognize it when it happens in the future again. We would definitely be watching, okay? We'll definitely be watching. But Fano brother did get picked up, okay? And I think in the press conference that I saw regarding Andrew Berry, he's going to get about 10 other undrafted free rookies, hopefully. So hopefully, Shilo Sanders' name is in that bunch, okay? But Spencer Fano brother will be joining him in the locker room. Now, what else here? What else did I write down? Let's see here. But yeah, there's a new energy in the air. I see it in the players. I see it in the locker room. I see it in the meetings. I see it in the comments. The only factor that hasn't got on board yet is the media. And I think eventually, but slowly, they will be weeded out and replaced by their organizations. Even people are calling for their firing in the comments, y'all. In the comments, and y'all know especially who I'm talking about. I don't see why she hasn't decided to, if she's swinging left and right, I'm surprised that she has not even decided to even change some of these narratives. But everybody is calling for her to resign and be fired immediately. I don't listen. She must think it's a game, and y'all know who I'm talking about. She must think it's a game, but people are really calling for her firing in Cleveland. So I don't know if she think this is cute. I don't know. Just like Kevin Stefanski, listen, the way that people, males and females, or like, hey, it's going down in the comments, y'all. She need to be wary that, hey, she may get fired. Seriously. And I'm going to leave it like that. What you say you think? I think that Shilo really doesn't want to play in the Infinite more. He would have came out and told us by now. Hey, by this time right here and seeing his movements on social media, I'm starting to agree with you. Of course, as a fan of Shilo, and I know that he was railroaded also, so I'm going to put it out there. Yes, it could be my desires and my wishes based off what he want to do in his life. So if that is the case, I'll let it be. But for as far as I know, I guess he still have hope, but we shall see. I really wanted that brother, reconnection, at least just one more time for a couple more years. But You know, as fans, sometimes we could want our desires on other humans, and it doesn't work that way. Everybody got free will. So, I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. But he hasn't said he hasn't. He doesn't want to be in the NFL. So, yeah, I agree with you, Blind Beauty, but I just have a little bit of hope. I have the faith of a mustard seed that something down inside of him still wants to play, but we'll know for sure. We'll know for sure. We'll know for sure. But thank you for that, Blind Beauty, big time. Hey, yeah, thank you for all of the comments. Now, I do want to go over this. I'm not going to hold you. What you say here? Listen, she's not reading the room. For her to be, okay, y'all catch what I'm about to put down, right? For her to be who she is, right? And y'all know what I'm saying. For her to be the only one in there with that demographic, why she's not reading the room, to me, as of now, because everybody else is starting to change they tune a little bit, right? That means she is intentionally, after all that has went down, she is intentionally saying these things, creating these narratives. It's working against her. Never mind. She'll never get it, y'all. She won't get to get that pink slip, or she's forced to retire. But she is intentionally putting this stuff out here now. She's intentionally harassing Andrew Berry, Todd Monken, the rookie players that haven't even, listen, Casey Concepcion hadn't even, yeah, he had picked up his uniform, but you know what I'm saying? He probably hasn't even changed his t-shirt in the locker room, and she's asking him quarterback questions. So that means that this lady of all people, yes, I'm gonna put it out there, being a woman out of all things, probably got kids, probably got grandkids. You intentionally is putting this out here. Okay, let me go to the comment. What's up, Mel? What's listen. All I'm doing is, hey, I was gonna come on live last night. I was led. I'm gonna say this by many reasons. I got Vestals that's on night shift, coming off night shift. I got Vestals want to hear me in the morning. So as long as I can do it and I got time to slide it in, I'm going to do it. And but yeah, and I was led. I really felt like I was led for whatever reason this morning. And so, hey, I plan on coming back tomorrow morning. But yeah, what's up, Mel? No, I have no hope. No, I have hope too. I'm just saying, I know, Blind Beauty. This is the thing. Shilo Sanders. Shilo. Let me tell you one thing, Shilo. Just go ahead and just, I know, listen, we have what they say, we have been riding with you forever. We ride, and we always gonna ride with you. Just give your fans something. Just say, hey, y'all, after consideration of everything, I want to pursue other things in life, and hey, I'm going to just retire from the NFL, or I'm just gonna, end my pursuit for the NFL. And Shilo, we won't, quote unquote, harass you anymore. But just give us something, Shilo, because we won't, especially now that Fano's brother is in the locker room. That means that the Styles brothers, also the Atlanta Falcons, Kevin Stefanski, they picked up somebody else's brother. So that's another set of brothers in the NFL. We just want the Sanders brother to play again, if possible. But yeah, I understand, Blind Beauty. Oh no, I know exactly what you were saying. I just didn't want to say the words. It took me forever to find the combination of words. Yeah, but I wish Shilo Sanders. I wish. If you don't want to play no more, that's fine. Just tell us something. Tell us something, Shilo Sanders. Tell us something. But I want to get up out here and put some positivity out in the air before all them other talking heads get out here and start being negative. Oh, Andrew Berry could have did this. Andrew Berry. Listen, y'all just celebrate the moment. I know Cleveland media, they already got their notes. They probably already got their drink. They probably added something else in their drink because they may feel like they want to rip Andrew Berry up for whatever reason. And everybody, there was people in the chats from other teams. You don't believe me? Hold on. I'm going to go to the page. Andrew Berry last night. I was looking at it last night on the porch. Some of the comments under the Cleveland Browns, the last video with the last video with Andrew Berry. He was sitting. Let's see here. Was it this one?
Obviously,
this one here. This one here. In a black t-shirt, right? Here's some of the comments, right? Somebody said, of course, she had the first question, quarterback question, LOL. Here we go. Congratulations, Andrew Moses Berry. Hold on, y'all. Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean to tell me that Andrew Berry has Moses as his nickname? I'm gonna have to, no, as his middle name. I need to look that up. So if that is true, y'all, Andrew Moses Berry. Now, before I go further, I need to look that up, y'all. Hold on one second. Y'all go there, comb your hair, brush your teeth, put on your shirt. I need to see if his middle name is truly Moses. Because if that's true, that means we got a Moses, we got a Shedeur. We got, who else got a biblical name? Is somebody else on that team with a biblical name? Hold on. Unless they was being funny. Andrew Berry. Let me go to Wikipedia. That'll tell me his middle name. And y'all, if y'all didn't watch that, he called Jerry Jeudy the cowbell. I don't know how to read that one. I don't know what it is. This was NBC News. Browns GM Andrew Berry calls Jerry Jeudy our bell cow. Bell cow. Y'all got to, we got to come this afternoon and talk about that. I don't understand what that means. Jerry Jeudy is the Cleveland Browns bell cow. I don't know what that means. So actually, no. Andrew Berry, middle name is not Moses, but guess what it is? His middle name is Jeremiah. You can't make this stuff up. You got Jeremiah. You got a Shedeur Sanders. I got to go back and look at another name. There's another player on the team that also has a biblical name. It's like several players that have biblical names, y'all. I told you this thing in the beginning of this channel. This thing was lining up. Andrew Jeremiah Berry. Come on with it. Y'all. Okay, let me go back to the comments. Jeremiah. All right, so keep up the good work. You got us out of Egypt. Oh, that's what they called him, Moses. Now we're headed to the promised land. Do y'all see the new energy in less than 1 year? Masters, listen. And that just came out a day ago. I must have missed that last night. Here's another one. Good work, AB. Was quarterback the only position that the Browns drafted? Okay, that's it. Okay. Oh, they was being funny because Mary Kay kept asking quarterback questions. All right. Let's see here. Here goes, somebody said trade Mary Kay. Let's see here. Here we go. Look at this, y'all. How about the media members giving him a standing ovation for a great draft? But no, let's try to have a QB controversy. They call him a losum. Andrew Berry cooked. How many ways can they ask him about a QB? Someone should make a clip of Mary Kay QB questions. I think we better start thinking QB unless Shedeur Sanders got a, okay, that's a hater. Look at this, y'all. Look at this, y'all. UK Browns fans here. Okay, thank you. UK Browns fans here. Thank you, Lady E, for coming a member. I have to say that the Browns reporters are vile. You got people. See, this is the Cleveland media. They must think that the Cleveland Browns and they talking points are staying in America, right? You got people in other countries. This thing is global. And they're saying from UK, I have to say that the Browns reporters are vile. Why do they insist on asking negative questions all the time? They love to knock everything and everyone in the organization. Okay. I ain't gonna keep you on here that much long. But y'all, see what I said? And I ain't even see those. What's up, Justine? What's up? Hey, thank you for coming to membership. So, hey, I finally did it, y'all. YouTube finally approved it. I got 2 levels of membership. I don't even know him. But thank you for coming to membership. Thank you for coming to membership. I'll talk more about that tonight. I don't want to get thrown out. But thank you so much, Lady of E. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hey, we can address some things. And investors, the only reason I did this is because I keep saying I want to address certain things behind the scenes. That's why I created the membership, okay? So I think one is like $199, and then the other was like $499. The $499 one is the one we're going to talk about those things behind the scenes. Hint, hint, behind the scenes, all right? What's up, Justine? Now, let me go and tell you this. Now, regarding Taylen Green, he did talk about Taylen Green. He said of course, Mary Kay Cabot, she brought up the quarterback competition. He said he's a development, y'all. We're going to talk about more about this tonight. He says he's a development. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this tonight. Hold on. And based off what Andrew Berry has said, y'all, I think one of those scenarios that I gave you, because he said something, and I caught it last night, in the dog, just catching that breeze outside. Andrew Berry had said that sometimes they take players off the board that they have interest in, but they also take players off the board so other teams don't get them. Remember when I said that, hey, this is a good thing? Because if the Ravens was to pick up Taylen Green, that means that we would have to contend with Lamar Jackson 1 and a Lamar Jackson 2.0. We got that, y'all. We got that in our own arsenal to do whatever we want. Now, another thing, this is what I was trying to get to. You remember when I think it was Mel or Selmore, it was one of my male investors had said that the reason why they probably was trying to get him low is because they was going to try to squeeze him into a corner and make him a wide receiver. Well, somebody, I don't know if it was Mary Kay or maybe it was somebody else, they asked Andrew Berry straight up, what is your intentions on doing with Taylen Green? I think it was a male reporter. And they said, are you going to try to basically convert him to a wide receiver? Andrew Berry shut it down immediately. He said, no, he's a quarterback. Now, why do I want to stress that? Well, y'all know the history of this country here. Y'all know the history of this country. So many young people's dreams have been killed because they have wanted us to place us in certain career fields, especially in the past. And that's what a lot of people wanted to do with Taylen Green. They wanted to convert him into a wide receiver. And he even said at the combine, no, I'm not going it. I'm a quarterback. They even asked, who the guy? John Gruden even was trying to convince him, hey, what about this? What about? He's like, no, I'm a quarterback at heart. So based off that, I really think that some of the teams thought he was going to be there and get him in the 7th round or undrafted to try to pressure him to be converted into something that he's not. Andrew Berry said he will be a quarterback. That's going to work for us, y'all. We're going to talk more about that. Okay? I want to play 2 clips for you, then, investors. I'm going to let you go because I know you got to go to work. But go ahead, Andrew Jeremiah Berry. All right.
When you know when to pull the trigger. So they're probably 2 separate situations, Jeff. One is when you do have maybe an inkling that you're going into a stretch where a player or a group of players will be target for several teams and you're trying to get ahead of it. Another may just be and I would put like the Emmanuel trade and then what we did for JOK in 2021 in this bucket, where you have a player that you just didn't expect to be in a certain range of the draft, and there's a certain level of like, okay, you don't necessarily have a team identified that's going to take that player off the board, but you look at your resources and say, hey, this is a price that I'm willing to pay for this skill set for this guy relative to what you think you're getting.
And trust me, Taylen Green, like I said, he's a 1st round pick. But let's just say, and I read one of the comments, I should have said it. Somebody said it's flattering to be developed, right? And then have other teams come knocking at your door because they want that player. even though he will never be QB1 over Shedeur Sanders, the way that Todd Monken is going to develop Taylen Green whenever it comes to his second rookie contract, he's going to get all of his money back just like Shedeur Sanders on another team. That's if Shedeur Sanders doesn't decide to stay with the Cleveland Browns, because we already know when Shedeur Sanders come to re-up and get his second NFL contract, money is going to be flying all over the place. So this is a good thing. This is definitely a good thing for another player, because the NFL, let me tell you one thing. Let me be honest with y'all, investors. If I didn't follow that combine, and remember, I was not going to watch the quarterback competition of the combine, I never would have known who Taylen Green was. And guess what? I'm going to be honest with you. I would have had the same sentiments like, whoa, what are they doing? What is the Browns trying to do? I'm being honest with you, investors. If I never would have watched the combine myself and watched the questions, I would have had the same sentiments as some of the investors that was in the comments 2 days ago. Whoa, what the Cleveland Browns drafted another QB for what? Who is this Taylen Green guy? Where he coming from? And then I would have went out to his highlights like a lot of other people. What? Why the Cleveland Browns drafted Taylen Green? Whoa, what's going on? I would have panicked, y'all. I would have panicked, and I would have had them same raw reactions. I don't even know. I still probably would have been highly upset with Cleveland Browns. But because I saw how everything played out, because I wouldn't even go watch the quarterback competition. But I said, okay, let me watch the quarterback competition. I didn't even know I didn't know who Taylen Green existed. But when I sat there and I watched, and I said, whoa. They're about to pull another Shedeur Sanders. Ain't no way at the combine. I said, what? I said the NFL is about to do this again. The NFL is about to do this again. That's when I started ringing the alarm. I said, the NFL is about to do this again. And then the investors started coming and talking about Emory Hunt. I went back and did that live regarding what Emory Hunt said about Taylen Green, what John Gruden said about Taylen Green, what RG3 said about Taylen Green. I said, oh no, they buried. Listen, just like the combine and just like this draft here, I watched every day, y'all. Y'all was with me, right? I watched how they normally, even when the players was called, even though I was talking to y'all, I was watching to the TV. They normally call the names, walk off the stage, call the names, walk off the stage, call the names, walk off the stage. But when it came to the Taylen Green, right, when I got over the shock that the Cleveland Browns was picked up Taylen Green, do you know what they did as an insult to Taylen Green? They started showing his highlights. Now, out of all the other people in the third rounds, remember, because I kept saying it's another commercial. It's another commercial. Why are they going through the round so slow? It's another commercial. It's another commercial. But when it got to Taylen Green, why they started showing his highlights? I say, you know why? You know why the NFL started showing his highlights? Because the damage had already been done. Mendoza had already been picked up in the first round. Ty Simpson had already been picked up in the first round. Carson Beck had already been picked up. Drew Allen had already been picked up. This other guy had already been picked up. Maybe somebody else had already picked up. Then they go show his highlights. Then everybody's saying is, oh, where did this guy come from? They buried Taylen Green. They buried him on purpose, y'all. They buried Taylen Green. But it's okay. It's okay. He's in the right place. He's in the right place, investors. I do know that the following of Shedeur Sanders, we are very people. We're full of prayer. We're full of faith. He's in the right place, y'all. We're going to cover Taylen Green just like we cover Shedeur Sanders, because, y'all, they got over on Taylen Green, y'all. They got over on Taylen Green. Why everybody now watches this? Oh my gosh, why he wasn't in the first round? Because the NFL did it on purpose, y'all. So yeah, and I guess after the combine, the NFL was sitting behind to say, okay, let's see if people's gonna go out and Taylen Green, I guess they were trying to see if Taylen Green name was gonna pick up momentum, and it was. Taylen Green name was picking up momentum, but it became too late. But if a lot of people would have caught him in the nick of time, and if that combine was on a Saturday versus a Friday or Wednesday, and more people would have saw what he did at the combine, his name would have got out there more, y'all. So it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. What you said? Monken is going to develop him, getting ready for QB2. Yes. And I think a lot of investors, by the end of that line, a lot of investors got that, y'all. We got somebody that's gonna be. We got it, y'all. We got it. But yeah, we got this, y'all. Everybody in the NFL, I'm pretty sure I was not playing when I did that little skit. People called up Andrew Berry and said, why in the HELL did you do this? You know, we wanted to get him and convert him. And what if Andrew Berry knew exactly what the other teams was going to do, try to break that young man's dream? You can't tell me Andrew Berry, even though he went what's some schools y'all call elite schools, or I forgot what y'all call them, what y'all call Ivy League schools. You can't tell me Andrew Berry ain't never had any type of passive aggressive racism against him, or people telling him you can't do this and you can't do this because of color of your skin. I think that Andrew Berry knew exactly what they were doing. Nobody didn't pick up Taylen Green, right? And I think he said, nah, I'm not going to let this happen again. I know what they're trying to do to Taylen Green. Guess what? Come on over here, young man. And Taylen Green was happy. Taylen Green was happy, Vestas. All right? All right, I'm going to play this video because this is that montage of videos of everybody that got picked up. I'm going to let y'all go, Vestas. But I love this morning. The air is different in the morning, y'all. I may come in the morning tomorrow. I have more notes together. I ain't kept you that long, only 36 minutes. But y'all, I could breathe. Woo, the airways is free this morning. I want to play this right here for y'all. Everybody was happy. Listen, Austin Barber, I could tell he's a Southern guy, right? When I saw his raw reactions being picked up by the Cleveland Browns, I said, oh, he's serious about coming. Everybody had genuine love and excitement for coming to the Cleveland Browns, y'all. There's something different in the air. I saw the players, and we saw the players that was disappointed and not come to the Cleveland Browns. That was real too. Of course, they couldn't say, they can't say that they want to go X, Y, and Z because they got picked up. But y'all, something is different. These players want to be here. These players, and if you got people in foreign countries like Cleveland media, what are you doing? And somebody said, media, you need to stand up and give Andrew Berry a standing ovation. Y'all got to go to the comments, y'all. Y'all got to go to the comments. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm smiling again. I'm smiling again. Hey, and remember, I started that live off with, y'all, I can't stop smiling. I said, y'all, in this third day of the NFL draft, I said, I can't stop smiling, y'all. I said, I don't even know why I'm smiling. Hey, maybe it was something spiritual going on that I didn't know what was about to happen with Taylen Green, y'all. He's in a good place, y'all. And you can't tell me Shedeur Sanders is not happy that he got a solidified backup that can run and move, don't have to worry about injuries, don't have to worry about being too small to see over the line, y'all. What? And even if Todd Monken wanted to play with a scheme here too and have 6'6" wide receiver Taylen Green go down that sideline, what? Man, this one opened up so many doors. Let me go ahead and play this right here. That during Andrew Berry. Hold on. Where is it? Where was it on this phone? Oh man. Oh, here you go. Nope, that's not it, y'all. I probably got it on another phone. But if I can't find it in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna let you go. But I do have it. It was a montage of all the Cleveland Browns players getting picked up, and they did it in one nice video. Hold on. I think this is it, y'all. I think this is it. Here we go.
NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Fano, tackle, Utah. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Hey, did you like your road trip from Indianapolis to Cleveland last month?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Do you want to come back?
I'd love to come back.
Hey,
I would love to come back.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
With the 24th pick, the Cleveland Browns select Casey Concepcion.
You're explosive. You be able to make it that we want. Contribute in the kicking game.
Yeah, I know you are. That's why we wanted you to be a Brown.
We are here to announce the 39th pick for my Cleveland Browns, Denzel Boston, wide receiver, Washington.
Congratulations. We're fired up to get you here, okay?
You're 6'4", 215. You're strong. You've got great hands. I need you to bring some bully ball to Cleveland. All right?
Yes, sir. For sure.
The 58th pick, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, DB Toledo.
We traded up to take you off the board here. When we watch you for the first time, our safety coach put this sticky on my computer. Big old heart with Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. So we can't wait to get you out here and get you up and running.
With the 86th pick, Austin Barber, Tackle, Florida.
You keep some of that orange you had from the swamp and wear it here, all right?
Here go Austin. This is Austin.
I got our GM, Andrew Berry.
With the 146th pick, the Cleveland Browns select Parker Brailsford, center, Alabama.
Welcome to the DawgPound, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think everybody was super fired up to see you get in here. So I'm mauling some people around.
The 149th pick, Justin Jefferson, linebacker, Alabama.
What's up, Justin? How we doing, buddy? Your speed, your motor, your athleticism, it's perfect for our defensive system. I've got a special team staff who is jumping for joy right now that we're making this pick. Here we go with the 170th pick, Joe Royer. You're a perfect pick.
That's that 5'6" tight end, y'all.
Size, love your versatility.
5'6" tight end.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate you guys.
First pick now.
The Cleveland Browns select Taylen Green, quarterback, Arkansas.
We have a very competitive quarterback room, okay, so nothing's guaranteed, but you have all the physical characteristics to play the position at a high level.
Then let's get to work. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, long day, I'm sure, but worth the wait. All the hard work paid off.
Hey, so that's it, Bester. So that's it. All them players are excited. Hey, they know something. We know something. The world knows something. The NFL knows something. Investors, we are here. Y'all are in the right place. Y'all are in the right place. So I know, hey, it's not too early to talk about football and life lessons. It's never too early. It's definitely to talk about life lessons, y'all. But I think this God is just using football in this manner, in this time frame, for a lot of life lessons, and definitely regarding faith and prayer. Okay, investors. But hey, I enjoyed this, y'all. I enjoyed this. Hold on one second. Hold on. Now go ahead and punch that clock if you got to go ahead and punch that clock. I got to punch it in about an hour and a half, but it was something else that Andrew Berry said. If I can't find it, I'll find it tonight, y'all. But I enjoyed this draft, y'all. I especially enjoyed the draft with the investors, all the engagements. Hey, in that last live that we did, y'all, we had over 600 comments, literally over 600 comments in that live in day 3, where I thought that nobody had no interest in the NFL draft. I'm talking about globally, right? They said nobody really watches the third day draft, but I want to go ahead and put it out there. I want to spend time with investors. I want to engage with y'all, and God, y'all, that thing paid off. We was tearing up them chats, boy. We was tearing up the chats. All right, here we go. All right, this is coming from the 2026 NFL draft. This is from the actual NFL undrafted free agent signing tracker. All right, from every team. So let me go down to the Cleveland Browns. So regarding the Cleveland Browns, hey, so this is who we have signed or will intend to sign. No, this is who we have signed. We have picked up another running back, Devin Booth, another wide receiver, Aaron Anderson. Okay, I got to look this up. Here's another edge, Logan Fano. This is Fano's brother. If you caught the beginning of the live, the Cleveland Browns have signed Fano's brother, Logan, as an edge. So he'll be out there with Myles Garrett. Also, y'all, guess what? We also picked up another tight end. Yes, another young tight end. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a defensive edge. That's another defensive edge. I got excited. His name is Tyreek Sapp, a cornerback, Michael Coates, a CB, D. Carlos Nicholson, and a punter. Oh man. So Alejandro didn't get a Westfield. Okay. Now, tonight, I will be going over to the Colorado Buffalo players that did get undrafted. Sincere Brown, yes. going to the Chargers. He's going to be working out as the Chargers. Also, there was another player that went to, I think his name was Xavier Hill. He's down there in Jacksonville with Travis Hunter, Cam, the Shark, Simmons, Craig, and BJ Green, and also Caden Salter. So he did not get signed as an undrafted free agent, but he did get invited to Tennessee Titans for a workout, y'all. So, hey, we got some more stuff to talk about. All right, Vesta, so I'm not going to hold you any longer. It's been 45 minutes. I want to go 30 to 45 minutes. Hey, so thank you for joining in, but we got some more to talk about tonight, okay? But thank you definitely for joining me this morning. Just to go ahead and get this out my system, and put some positivity out there in the atmosphere before y'all go to them crazy channels and they eat Andrew Berry up. Okay? Okay. And they probably go to eat Taylen Green up, innocent bystander. Innocent bystander. So, Vestas, until next time, make sure you get your notes. Hold on. Make sure I got all my comments. If you're driving, don't attempt to comment. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. Okay. Yeah, okay. It seems like I got all of my comments out the way. So, Vestas, until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we stay vested up over here 365 degrees over here at Tony Talks Vested Up Compelling Sports Edge. I will wait about 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Because sometimes them chats come in late. But thank you, Vestas. Thank you so much. And give Andrew Berry his flowers today, y'all. Give Andrew Berry, Jeremiah Berry, his flowers today. He did that. Andrew Berry, second time draft genius. Second time draft genius. And Mel. I know unexpected. Unexpected. All right, Vestas. Get to work, get them kids to work, and I will see y'all later. All right, Vestas.